Not all Dolby Atmos soundbars are worth your money in 2025. These 5 models are leaving people disappointed with poor performance and hidden flaws. We're breaking down exactly which ones to skip so you don't waste cash. Stick around and hit subscribe to stay ahead of every soundbar mishap. Mistake number 1: Hisense AX5125H. The Hisense AX5125H may look attractive on paper with its 5.1.2 channel layout, but there are several reasons many users end up avoiding it. Its Dolby Atmos height effects are often weak and barely noticeable, making the 3D sound feel more like normal stereo with a bit of echo rather than real overhead immersion. The subwoofer can sound boomy and unrefined, lacking the tight punch needed for action movies, and sometimes overwhelms dialogue instead of blending smoothly. Rear speakers also struggle with consistency. In some rooms they sound too quiet, in others too harsh, showing poor calibration and tuning. Build quality is decent but not premium, and many users report connection dropouts with HDMI ARC and Bluetooth, which becomes annoying during movies or gaming sessions. The soundbar also lacks the clarity and separation you'd expect from a modern 5.1.2 system, with voices sometimes getting lost in loud scenes. For the price, it feels more like an entry-level bar pretending to be high-end, which can leave buyers disappointed. If you want real Atmos effects, stable connectivity, and refined sound, this model often falls short and ends up feeling like money wasted instead of an upgrade. Mistake number 2: Samsung HW-Q800D. The Samsung HW-Q800D is a mid-range soundbar system that offers a decent upgrade over TV speakers, but also has a few limitations worth considering before buying. It provides solid Dolby Atmos and DTS-X support with upward firing and side firing drivers, plus a wireless subwoofer, giving improved soundstage and better bass compared to basic soundbars. However, the surround and height effects are often underwhelming. The sense of overhead sound is limited, and sound occasionally feels flatter rather than fully three-dimensional. The wireless subwoofer delivers bass, but it can sometimes overpower mids and vocals, making dialogue slightly muddy during action scenes or musicals. Connectivity is fairly flexible with HDMI eARC, optical input, and Bluetooth, but there's no built-in streaming platform or voice assistant support, which limits smart features. Also, sound customization is basic, and if you're trying to drive large rooms or get deep cinematic impact, the Q800D may struggle compared to larger, more powerful systems. In short, while the Samsung HW-Q800D is an easy-to-set-up, affordable soundbar for everyday use, it may fall short if you're aiming for rich, immersive theater-level sound or full surround realism, which you'll only get from more advanced or full-scale home theater setups. Mistake number 3: Sony HT-S2000. The Sony HT-S2000 may look like a solid mid-range Atmos soundbar, but it carries several noticeable weaknesses that can easily disappoint buyers expecting true home theater performance. Its biggest issue is the lack of deep bass. The built-in subwoofers don't deliver that heavy low-end punch needed for action movies or bass-heavy music, making explosions, footsteps, and cinematic effects feel soft and underwhelming. The soundbar also relies on virtualized height and surround effects, which means Atmos and DTS-X audio never reach true 3D immersion. Instead of sounds actually coming from behind or above you, everything feels like it's coming from a front, giving a flat and sometimes hollow presentation. Dialogue clarity can dip during busy scenes because the mid-range tends to get muddy, especially at higher volumes. Connectivity is another limitation. There's no Wi-Fi, AirPlay, Chromecast, or voice assistance, so you miss out on modern smart streaming features and multi-room audio capabilities. Its single HDMI port and basic sound tuning options also restrict how much you can customize or expand the system. Overall, the HT-S2000 is fine for casual, small-room viewing, but it lacks the power, depth, and immersive qualities that many buyers expect from a Dolby Atmos soundbar, making it easy to outgrow if you want more cinematic experience. Mistake number 4: Klipsch Flexus Core 300. The Klipsch Flexus Core 300 may look like a powerhouse Dolby Atmos soundbar, but it comes with several noticeable drawbacks that make it less ideal for anyone chasing true cinematic immersion. Its biggest limitation is the bass performance because it relies on internal drivers. The low end often feels thin and lacks the deep punch needed for action movies, forcing many users to buy the separate subwoofer, which raises the total cost a lot. The Atmos and surround effects also feel more virtual than real. Despite the up-firing drivers, you don't get that convincing overhead placement or wraparound sound you'd expect from a premium system. The soundstage can feel narrow when compared to larger bars, and in busy scenes, the mids sometimes get crowded, making vocals lose clarity. Connectivity and app control can be inconsistent at times, with occasional pairing issues or delayed responses. The bar itself is also physically large, which makes it awkward in smaller rooms or setups where TV spacing is limited. And while Klipsch promises high-end tuning, the overall audio character can feel more compressed soundbar than premium home theater, with less separation and refinement than a proper receiver plus speakers combo. Overall, the Flexus Core 300 delivers strong volume and decent clarity, but struggles to justify its price once you factor in the necessary add-ons and the limitations of its built-in surround and bass performance. Mistake number 5: Sonos Beam Gen 2. The Sonos Beam Gen 2 is a compact yet strikingly capable soundbar that brings cinematic sound to small and medium living spaces without the clutter of multiple speakers. Its support for Dolby Atmos and advanced audio virtualization lets it create a surprisingly wide and immersive soundstage filled with rich mids, crisp highs, and a balanced low end, enough to make movies, music, and games feel larger and more detailed than standard TV speakers. Dialogue remains clear and natural, thanks to a well-designed center channel and tuned drivers that prevent voices from getting lost during action-packed scenes. Setup is effortless. HDMI eARC connects to your TV, while Wi-Fi, AirPlay 2, and voice assistants like Alexa or Google Assistant give hands-free control and effortless streaming. Its minimalist design fits under most TVs and blends into modern decor, while the Sonos app makes it easy to group with other Sonos speakers for whole home audio or expand into a full surround setup with subwoofer and rear speakers over time. For those wanting a powerful upgrade from TV audio in a compact, stylish package, without committing to a full home theater rig, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 delivers an excellent balance of sound quality, convenience, and modern smart features. Those were the 5 Dolby Atmos soundbars you should definitely avoid in 2025. Hit subscribe so you never make the wrong choice when buying audio gear.